My name is Xavier Giorgio 1278076. Today we'll be discussing about my evaluation. I've split my evaluation up into a few different bits to cover each of the subjects that was in my brief. So in my brief I was asked to create a multimedia project, whether it be a music video, tutorial, PC. So to my tutors I had to presentate my ideas and let them know why I decided dementia. I broke everything down, why it was best, like with the awareness, not enough out there. People were interested in it, it's quite new to it, it's coming out quite new to be accepting. And they agreed that it was a good project for me, and I got the approval. I've decided to go with a documentary about dementia. The reason why I've covered a documentary about dementia is because I don't feel there's enough awareness out there. I've looked, within my research, I was looking to find other videos and there's hardly any, just briefly showing what dementia is in the life of a person that has dementia. It's mainly just statistics and people aren't that massively interested, so it's not grabbing their attention, whereas my idea was to do the day in the life of a family member with dementia. So I had my nana involved in it, who is the main actress, because she has dementia herself. My mum is also her full-time carer, so you get to see both sides of what it's like for the carer, what it's like for the family, also covering what it's like for dementia for the person, like with a forgetfulness, because that's what dementia is. My brief asked me to do a lot of research about it, so I researched the statistics, what's out there already, what ages what target dementia is hitting for the age groups, what people are interested in knowing about this stuff. So I would say younger people that have grandparents, people middle-aged that have mothers, and then older people that have dementia, but just before they hit that, because I wouldn't know if they have it. Care workers, carers, people in hospitals, people that are always working around. Also, I had to keep on time, so I had a time schedule for when everything was going to be filmed by, from my proposal all the way to my evaluation. I had a structure, a reflective diary to cover all my knowledge. I also had to do a lot of planning, so I had 3 ideas that I had to pick. One was making a how to make food, how to cook, and my other one was a music video. I was on low budget for the other 2, but with this one my budget was perfect, so I wouldn't have had the budget for the others. With being a student, it's hard with the money these days. I didn't decide to write a script for this, I decided to do it with questions, because with someone with dementia it's really hard to get them to remember questions, to remember a full script. So in a way I would ask them questions, but because it was very personal, like, they kind of knew what they were going to be asked, so they had an idea. So it's very fluent for what they said. It didn't take too many takes. I filmed for 3 days to cover the questions, interviewing my mum and interviewing my nana. We did them on separate days because it was too late for Nana and she likes to go to bed early. We also filmed in Stockport when it was quiet, because there's no point filming on a busy day because you just got crowds, and the amount of image release forms we would have to get to fill in would take too much of the schedule up. So I storyboarded the whole thing from start to finish, just so I had an idea, and so my actors and camera operators had an idea of what it was going to look like and what my vision was. It was very easy for them to follow because it was structured well. I feel that I was successful with this project from my target audience feedback, my surveys and my focus groups. I asked them a lot of different questions relevant to the project. Do you think it was filmed well? Do you really think it hits the target audience? And I got the correct feedback. over 80% agreed with me. The others said that I should do something else, one of my other ideas, but I went with the majority. They said it was filmed well, it had time spent to it, I got everything in schedule. So my time frame was done, my mood boards were done, the storyboards were done, my question scripts were done. So within the focus groups, they all agreed that everything was necessary that should be there. So I also made a few documents. I made a risk assessment because with filming with someone the age of 77, there's a lot of risks out there for them. So I also, with the risk assessment, I made sure everything was as safe as possible with the health and safety as well. So I put them two together to work side by side. So I was making sure there was no slippy paths for Nana to walk when filming. There was no way she could follow the dogs because the dogs were in certain places so she couldn't fall. I also, with having a lot of people filmed in it, I also got these release forms. So I've covered my risk assessment forms, my health and safety forms, because with using other people with voices and faces, we need written signatures. It just covers me back in case people ask me, well, did you get the correct order? Did you get the characters? Did they get permission of them to film them? On my paperwork, they did agree, and it's all written down. Making everywhere safe as possible, even in the car, making sure everyone's got the seatbelts on. What hazards there would be for people, just making it as secure as possible.